Okay guys, we are going to talk about very, very useful application of testing. Once you can do this, you can do this with any part of your body. So I'm going to show you the most complicated structure and how to test it first, and then from there you can easily work your way back. So the spine, very complicated, but then again it can be looked at very, very simply. We can look at the spine simply in terms of the directions that the spine moves in. There are 10 directions in the spine. So looking at it from the side, you flex, you extend, you anterior and posterior translate, you rotate, you laterally flex in either direction, and then the oppositional part is extension. So lateral flexion, lateral extension, lateral flexion, lateral extension, and then lateral translation. That can be done throughout the whole spine. So we have all these different motions. This is what I recommend that you guys do. Flexion, extension, lateral flexion right, lateral flexion left, rotation right, rotation left, lateral extension left, lateral extension right, anterior translation, posterior translation, lateral translation left, lateral translation right. We have those directions that we can move in. What I want you to do is test those out individually first. So break up your spine between your neck, your mid-spine, your thoracic spine, and then your lower spine or your lumbar spine. Start off the whole spine with big motions first. So I could do the arm raise, elbows straight, right there. So just flexion of my whole spine. Not bad. Just a gross extension. That's okay. So, plus, the extension was okay, but it wasn't great, so I'm just going to call it not better. So I could go lateral flexion to the right. It's quite good. Go lateral flexion to the left. That's okay. Not as good, but not bad. Rotation to the right. That'll be good. Oh yeah, that moves all kinds of stuff in me when I go that way. Rotation to the left. It's okay, not great. Call that a minus. So lateral extension from the left. So I'll just start in position. So what if I come over? It's okay. Not better. And then start from the other end. Quite good. See a pattern for my body? So anterior translation. Quite good. Posterior. It's not going to be good at all. Yeah, that one's good. That one's usually bad for me. Lateral to the left. It's okay, not great. And then to the right. Now, so look at that. To the right, anterior, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Now, the next thing I could easily do now that I know this is, number one, how long did that take? A couple minutes, very, very quick, right? Like I said, this is a very fast thing. I could go back through and I could test in sections. I could just test the neck. I could just test the middle spine, just test the lower spine. For all of you, you should try this out at least one time because you'll likely see patterns. Highly probable, if I went down by the 3 sections and did this same thing again, we would see that to the right tests better right now. And there's a couple of reasons for that, which are all in my history. If you guys have questions, I'll tell you on the phone. But the short answer is, your spine has all these motions. I want you guys to test them out and start paying attention to what tests well. So from here, I can start putting together positions that work with that. So look at that. Lateral flexion to the right, rotation to the right with flexion. So what could something like that look like? Right like that. Oh boy. That would be very, very good for me to do. You see flexion, lateral flexion, rotation. Those 3 that test well test even better in combination in this case. Not always the same, but it helps to just lump some things together and try it out. And as I've talked to many of you about this week of exercise form, it's not what you think it is. So this is what I want you to start with first.